saving up your dollars on another plan to get out. Chicago was calling. You had a picture of the lake on your dashboard. That 87 Honda, you were praying could make the trip north. You got a studio apartment right next to the L train. It woke you up every goddamn night, but a city girl can't afford to complain. You work every weekend at this shitty bar, just trying to pay the rent late. That Honda got towed the first winter, and it takes 3 buses to get to the lake. But when you stand with your back to the city and feel the wind chill you to the core, you can always imagine the lights out there or some long distant shore. You got yourself a boyfriend you could never bring back home with you, and he always had good weed and a good joke when he left you to go join some commune. You walked all the way to Navy Pier to see the ships out over the horizon. Not sure if you were crying because of him or because of Lake Michigan. And when you stand with your back to the city and feel the wind chill you to the core, you can always pretend that the lights out there are some long distant shore. Out there are some long distant shore. Now you live out in the suburbs with a dependable husband and a job you hate. You're working for retirement. It's been 10 years since you've seen the lake. You remember being happy, just tending bar, staying out late. But the girl who's working here now, she's got her own picture of that lake. Balanced on a bike on a gravel road, my tiny feet and hands were barely in control. Rocks are very hard on young and naked knees, and in spite of all the blood, you came in to rescue me. Band-aids and peroxide aren't enough, you said, but a kiss can make it all new. It was true. It was the softest part of you. just on a piece of paper, half undressed, while the doctor makes his little checks on his little pad. Something small and hard was growing in your chest, and everyone was grasping for the light that you had left. And when I put my arms around you, your bones were closer to your skin. I'd never felt that part of you. I hoped it wasn't true. You could never touch the softest part of you. Sitting in the waiting room that we're all trapped in, while the doctors make their little marks on your paper skin. They gave you harder stuff when the morphine wouldn't cut it, and when you began to disappear, they finally said we could adjust it. Scalpels and procedures aren't enough, they said. We did everything we could do. It was true. Now all I have is the softest part of you. Now I carry the softest part of you. And now I carry the softest part of you. And now I carry the softest part of you. And now I carry the softest part of you. Now I carry the softest part of you. We tried in vain to say the words, but on our lips they seemed absurd. Your eyes drop, my voice breaks. The congregation knows our mistake. The solace of a prayer, we pull our power from the air. The valve breaks, our hands touch, and heaven couldn't hold this light. We run from the altar, we
It's a vicious and cruel fight to strangle the spotlight and pin it up into your hair. You wear your dress like it's armor, it only grows harder in places where it's barely there. But I'm not convinced all the bumping and hissing's the reason why you're standing there. When the doors open at night, you surge to the front line and push your way down to the stairs. They say take it off in the car, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say check it all at the door, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say drown it out at the bar, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say leave it all on the floor, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. Fend off advances of men who are dancing so onward with drinks in their hands. As beats fall around them, you find you're surrounded and fire away fast as you can. In some far darkened corner, you grab what you came for a moment to fall in a trance. As you claim your objective, it's best not to think of the others you left in the sand. They say take it off in the car, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say check it all at the door, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say drown it out at the bar, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say leave it all on the floor, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. Of the bathroom, you're staring right at you and wrestling hard with the mirror. The straps off your shoulder, you're feeling much older, still waiting for you to appear. Outside with no coat, you shiver and share smoke with whoever's convenient here. He says with a grin, are you going back in? And everything starts to come clear. They say take it off in the car, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say check it all at the door, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say drown it out at the bar, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. They say leave it all on the floor, but it will follow you outside, follow you outside. Like you're actually unsure what'll happen to you if you let it close. So keep your finger in the air, cause I never really cared which way the wind blows. One day you'll regret everything you do, and I probably will too, but I won't wait around for it to happen. Cause you won't go to hell unless you do it yourself, so I'm all in. Every day something new goes wrong, and that's beautiful. It gives me the fodder for every song that I'll write for you. And if you could change your mind and try to be awake right now, well, I guess that'd be beautiful too. At night, while I turn in our bed, you put a hand to your head as you splash coffee into your cream. You say you like all the quiet cause your brain is a riot when you dream. In the morning
it's so deep that you probably don't notice me. But I hope you still stare at the empty space there when I leave. And every day something new goes wrong, and that's beautiful. It gives me fodder for every song that I write for you. And if you might change your mind and try to be awake right now, then I guess that'd be beautiful too. Sun and you worship the moon. Would you crumble to dust if I woke you too soon? Could you drag me around if my mind gets too heavy in the night? You name all the stars while I dig in the earth. We write out our plans without explaining their worth. Could we both be blinded by the changing of the light? Something new goes wrong, and that's beautiful. It gives me the fodder for every song that I'll write for you. And if you could change your mind and try to be awake right now, I guess that'd be beautiful too. Yes, the moon hangs like a bruising knife, carving the air far too soon. You'd hand in your only life for every fortune. You have been drawing your lines on its base so long you can't tell where your trace stops, commanding the fingers of fate. Yes, the moon sings what you want it to whenever you say, and you swoon, dream of becoming new without the pain or weight that could spring up from your lips into space. Yeah, inhabit the body you make, style commanding the fingers of fate. That's a good one, you can't keep playing that sad song over. Hey, that's enough now, there's something more but a life that's growing colder. Yes, my dear, I am still standing here, unwilling to yield to the fear floating out in the spheres that only you can say. You have been drawing your lines on its face so long you can't tell where your trace stops, commanding the fingers of fate. That's a good one, you can't keep singing that sad song over. Hey, that's enough now, there's nothing more but a life that's growing colder. Yes, the moon is rising over changing faces hour by hour. Yes, the moon whispers some pretty lies into your ear. You say the fates are written out in the stars, but never with words so near that could spring up from my lips into space. Girl, inhabit the body you make. You're drawing your lines on its face, so long you can't tell where you trace. Stops commanding the fingers of fate.
I've changed the torque on the screws, removed the base plate and replaced the brake shoes. I've got schematics for you, but I'm the first to admit that I don't know what I'm doing. I've got a brand new set of wrenches, and I'm eager to show them all. And I've had a outside reputation for letting the critical parts fall. This light will refuse to blink. This gear will tear out the gears. This circuit refuses to blink. This part is not needed here. And we're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on the model for a better heart. We're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on the model for a better heart. I'll clip the wires for you. I'll erase all the tapes of every meaningless thing I spoke. God knows if I'm new and improved, but I'm patient and clever at taking copious notes. I've got a brand new set of blueprints, and I swear that I'm reading them right. But I've had a hard time making much sense of getting the signals to right. This wreck will refuse to stop. This ship will refuse to sink. The fuel line is about to pop. Transponder is on the blink. And we're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on a model for a better heart. We're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on a model for a better heart. Oh my God, yes we done it. It's working now, it's spinning up, it's burning up, it's blowing out. Go, go, go. Tell me strong, this is for science. We did it for science. This wreck will refuse to stop. This ship will refuse to sink. Fuel line is about to pop. Transponder is on the blink. And we're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on a model for a better heart. We're not working on a better mousetrap, Dr. Jarvik, we're working on a model for a better heart.
got a secret plan to destroy you completely. She keeps it written in a notebook, hidden with great care. She keeps it pressed between her lips while the bed springs are squeaking. She gets an enormous sense of power just from knowing it's there. She's under the gun, in front of the gun, with her mouth up to the barrel. She keeps her teeth and she's like knives, locked and ready to duel. You'll be disarmed from all her charm until she suddenly is feral, and your hands have failed to notice how anatomy is cruel. Surreptitious smile and dents in her headboard. She got a laundry list of lovers lost over the side. She's got a secret plan to destroy you completely. Well, she's got a secret plan to destroy you completely. Well, she's got a secret plan to destroy you completely. Well, she's got a secret plan to destroy you completely. You wish your A siren screams its song into the sky, and no one knows, and no one knows the note that calls him down into the night. The serpent sinks its fangs down to the bone, and no one knows, and no one knows how quick the poison works or how it flows. A wounded man who will refuse to speak, and no one knows, and no one knows the true name on his tongue or where it leads. Pages ripped, and no one knows, and no one knows the words that crawled about between his lips. If he'll accept the coin you have in and no one knows, and no one with the right word at the wrong time. Lord, I tried to keep your secret from the start, like a hot coal under my tongue. But when your lips can form the question, when the answer is resigned to the dust, when they write the book about us, they'll tell themselves we do what we must. We do what we must. I was first to taste the water from your well, down the dark path, beyond the pale. Drown the thirst when you cast a simple spell. There was no wall I would not assail. to hold you. When they try to leave you tucked and untouched, when your bones come back to haunt them, they'll say, we do what we must. We do what we must. I confess, I was swallowed by the sound of the masses pressing up against the door. And I swear I will make this hallowed ground where the filthy feet will never touch the floor. And when they meet me in the moonlight, their faithless prayers must all be cut from their tongues. And when I find them in the firelight, I'll say, we do what we must. We do what we must. Oh, not unconvincible. I probably agree with your side. The fact I'm unmovable has much more to do with the way I'm designed. It's so uncomfortable to bleed through your knees while you're begging. It's not unusual to get to the bottom and keep right on digging. Raise your glass to the one you love most, and you can tear it apart on your own. Raise your hand in defense of the ghost, and you can tear it apart. You can tear it apart on your own. But it's staring you right in your face. You'd run if you were able, but it stands in the crowd at the end of it's also reasonable to claim that you're willing to quit. But it's so insatiable, you could never get through to the ending of it. There on the wall, your outline losing focus as the sun swallows colors, swallows time. And you were there in the past, taking physical form, your skin enfolding bones and existential flaws. And does it matter if the evidence was lost, if the body was never found? The image on the bricks is proof enough to show that someone cared enough to run their fingers on your scales, tongue and teeth and skin, simple, flawless. There's still monsters in the depths, and I am there at the wall, staring at the pictures of the missing and the lost, hoping you'll be found. And you were there on the wall, forgotten in the shadows, if you'd ever been at all. And maybe you only existed in far-off eastern China, and maybe the man who put your picture up had never even seen you, and maybe the color of your skin had been every color ever seen, and maybe your name was whispered out in long-forgotten tongues, and maybe your face would have been worshipped by the ancient Babylonians, and maybe you're only standing a dozen feet behind me, looking up at the wall, forgetting your own face, like the water washing down the walls outside the Ishtar gate. All right, thank you. See you next week.